think so.
Awesome. Okay, this is Carissa Hill, and she is another very successful internet marketer. So tell us a bit more about yourself, Carissa.
Okay, so I mean, I've been, I suppose, classified as an internet marketer for only a couple of years now as a title / profession, but I've been doing it for the last 12 years for my own other businesses that I've owned and run. So yeah, I started in business when I was quite young. I was about 19 when I started my first business, graphic and web design and promotional products. Then I started a beauty salon when I was 21, and using a combination of MySpace before Facebook was a thing, and then Facebook marketing, grew that into a chain of salons and a couple of mobile services and products that I created, and just grew it all through Facebook. And then there came a point where people started asking me more about how I did that and how they can do it too. So now I teach people how to use Facebook marketing and provide a done-for-you service as well.
Awesome. So, and that's what I do as well. And but your biggest point of difference is you teach how women or business people how to design their profile. So that's something I want to talk about today. We all love to show people how to make money, but your biggest, I would say, one of your biggest strengths is showing people how to show their flair on the voice of social media. So tell me, we've had some conversations, and you have a certain style, and it shows through your marketing. So I think the last time we were speaking, I was saying, you know, your colors of what made you choose chocolate brown and pinks. So, and your answer was?
Oh goodness, I can't remember what I said now.
Well, you love coffee. You love coffee, and you love bright pink.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's how you built that sort of profile around what you love.
Yeah, that's right. You choose like just the things that you actually like yourself in life, and brand yourself or your business around who you are as a person, and that enables you to, one, attract people who are like you, which makes it like, you know, you have lovely customers and you get along, and two, you just feel really fulfilled and happy within your business because you can be yourself and you're not trying to pretend to be someone else or like somebody else. So
so basically what works for me, because I'm a very creative person, might not necessarily work for somebody else, but the idea, all they have to do is tweak it to their personality type. So I'm not saying, here, do this exact thing, tweak it to what they need to do. It's about themselves.
Yeah, and it's sometimes really hard to do if you don't actually know yourself and who you are and what you like to do. Like, I struggled with it at first because I just was like, well, you know, it was kind of thinking of like who I should be rather than who I am. And so if you're trying to do that, then it feels wrong in a lot of ways. Like, I started out trying to be really professional, wearing suits and blouses and pants and, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm like, it's so not me. Like, it's so not. I like to have, you know, like headscarves and lots of bracelets and funky jewelry. And once you start doing that, then people are like, oh, I do that too. I like you.
So how do you help other business owners to think about what do they like? I think you mentioned to me you created a few questions to let them ask themselves, like, what makes them cry?
Yeah, so I find, I mean, with Facebook especially, I'm really big on what I call it, like, creating your brand personality. So it's kind of picking. I actually take people through an exercise in one of my courses where I say, you know, like, if your business was an animal, what would it be? If your business was a car, what kind would it be? What color would it be? If your business was a celebrity, who would it be? And that kind of thing. And that kind of gets you analyzing like the personality type of your business. And by doing that, like, you share things on your Facebook page that kind of fit into that whole personality. So you're kind of treating your business as if it is a person rather than just a company. And that's what I just said before, is like, if I see something pop up on my Facebook page that someone else just shared that either makes me laugh or that makes me like cry with, you know, either happy tears or emotional tears or whatever, and I won't share like everything, but if it fits into my brand personality, which I've already kind of defined, then I know that I share that with my audience and they go, haha, me too, or oh my God, this is so sad, you know, and then you're getting all of that engagement from them. And yeah, that's how you build an emotional connection with your followers as well.
So can you give us 3 tips today that they can take away with and start working on their brand personality?
Yeah, so I suppose, well, you can take those 3 things, like ask yourself a question of, you know, if your business was a celebrity, you know, who would it be and why? If your business was
who's yours?
Who's mine?
Yeah.
I kind of put a combination of I really like people who are really kind of weird and real and random, which is why I'm trying to like incorporate that. Like people like Gary Vee, you know, he's a bit kind of out there and just doesn't give a crap. I kind of wrote down a combination of people that I liked. One was, Gary Vee, Tony Robbins, Jenna Marbles, Richard Branson. Like some of them have nothing to do with each other, but it's that cold kind of. And just kind of take what you like from them.
I really love, you know, the 2 ladies of Absolutely Fabulous back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I think they're hilarious. And I'm really, I mean, I'm not a lover of the Kardashians, but maybe it's the hairstyle. But I really do think Kris Kardashian has a lot of style for her age.
Yeah.
So I'm not a raving fan, and I don't follow them, but I do look at, and maybe because I sort of look like her in a little bit, and she really looks really beautiful. So body shape, I think if it looks good on her, it could look good on me. So I sort of follow her, and I really love Kath and Kim, the Australian humour. But
that's right.
I know it's back in the 80s, but you know, my girlfriend and I take them off all the time. So I mean, yeah, I like those fun lifting. I wouldn't say I'm quirky or strange, but yeah, I can see what you're saying. You know, find people who fit into your mold that you look up to, even as mentors, and
take the little. You don't have to follow everything that they do, but just notice, like, why do I like this person? What is it about them that I like? Or why do I like this person? What is it specifically about them? And the most, like, I just like the really raw kind of sense and the ability to not give a flying frick what anyone else thinks. Like, that's what I really admire about those people.
But looking at you now, you look like you could be a rock star.
Cool. I'll go with that.
You could be. You could be a rock star. So, you know,
business rock star.
That style of, you know, and what a rock. Basically, and they're creative as minded, so you've got all that down pat, and they've got a bit of style.
Yeah.
So what's the second idea? Okay, we talked about the celebrity. What's the other idea? The second one.
Well, then you can pay attention to either, like, I guess, beverages and foods and habits and things that you like. You know, I can give 2 examples. One, like, I've incorporated coffee into my personal brand because I love coffee, and like there's so many coffee jokes around the internet that you can share, like, with people, and they're like, you know, me too. That's the kind of the response that you want to get from people. And in my other business, in my beauty business, I noticed that all of our fans go nuts over like cute, fluffy animal videos. So I actually incorporated cute fluffy animals into the beauty brand and like donate a percentage to the RSPCA, so it kind of you know, makes sense. And then every time we share cute animal videos, it kind of ties in with it. If that makes sense. So
it's all about integrity, I suppose, being with yourself and what you're about. So it's great.
And if you're someone who loves wine, for example, you could incorporate wine into your brand and post stuff about, you know, all those wine memes and things all the time. And then all your fans will be like, yay, you know, she gets me.
That's awesome. Okay, so is there anything else you want to share with us today before I tidy everything up? I think, I mean, I've learned a few things from you just talking to you today, so that's great.
Yeah, I guess just really, instead of looking at what other people are doing and kind of trying to go, oh, how can I be more like them? Just stop and think, well, like, who am I and what do I actually like and what are some of my random daily habits? Like, you know, if you're a bit OCD, incorporate that into it. If you're a mess, like incorporate that into it. Like I'm really messy and lazy in a physical tidying up after myself home living sense, but I'm really, really super motivated with my business. So, you know, I incorporate that kind of thing, and you make a bit of fun of yourself, and then people relate to that.
So I think after our last conversation, I went back because my daughter wants to sell lipsticks online, and she wants to travel as an au pair next year. And I said, let's set you up. And, you know, with the knowledge that we've got, you should be able to create an income online. So we sat down and I made her write a list out. What makes her laugh? All the things that make her laugh.
Yep.
And then I said, okay, so what makes you cry? And I think, what was the other one? And what inspires you? So she was really stumped. I mean, I think 50-year-olds have a problem even knowing what these answers are, let alone a 19-year-old. So yeah, if you can start working on a list. Actually, I used to say to my staff, because I had a lot of staff, if you're a season, what season would you be? And what would yours be? What season would yours be?
Probably spring.
Yeah.
Like spring.
I'm a bloody hurricane. Let me tell you.
I like it when the flowers and the fruit start to come out.
Mine's just like a whirlwind. I come in and I just make a sort of action, and I go again. So no. and even my staff say, "Oh my God, you're just like a whirlwind." But you know, I'm sure they miss me heaps. Okay, so thanks, Carissa. Thank you so much for your time, and maybe we'll hang up again one day very soon. Thank you.
Great. Thanks.
Bye.